Welcome back, everyone. It's a fine day to talk about the Magic the Gathering financial market. Stay tuned, it's coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome back. MTG Marksman here. If you're new to my channel, smash that subscribe button. Tune into the fun 7 days a week. That's right. By subscribing to my channel, which is free to do, you will get Marksman content every day of the week. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. It's going to be awesome. So let's get down to this. Financial markets. We have some highs and lows to go over this week. Some amazing cards that just keep moving. And a lot of drops for the Arabian Nights list. Let's hop to it and see how our markets are doing today. The first card up today is Lord of the Undead. That's right, you can find this card for $29 Canadian near mint. The average is $26.49. The market has it at $22.68. A foil will almost run you $40 now at $37.39. And of course, €10.56 to get you that card. The formats playable are Legacy, Commander, Modern, and Vintage. Way to go, zombies. You love having some fun, but an overall increase of 7.07%. And remember, the sales on this card are consistently high. Week after week, I'm seeing this card almost make my top 10 videos on Saturday. Lord of the Undead is something to watch. Gotta love those zombies. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next card today. That is going to be Ferry the Time Reveler, Old Border, Secret Lair. I gotta say, I like this card. I've looked at it. I like the artwork. I like how they've presented it. And I'm not a Secret Layers guy. You guys know that. It's not my type of thing. But I gotta be honest, my friends are talking about it. This card has got some eyes looking at it, okay? With an overall increase of 12.71%, this card can be found in Canada for $41 Canadian near mint. That's with shipping. The average is $31.49 US. The market is $27.13 US and €29.99 to get you that card. I know it's so hard, it's so expensive overseas. The formats are Commander, Legacy, Modern, and Vintage. And of course, the sales are high. It's a Secret Layer card. It's definitely drawing a lot of eyeballs to it. And I really do appreciate that kind of old school look. It's just, it gets me. I appreciate this card. Way to go. That's just smart marketing. Now, when we go ahead, we're taking a look at Gravestorm. That's right, Odyssey. This card comes in at $7 Canadian near mint. The average is $6.60 US. The market has it at $2.89, although I could not find any of that cheap myself. The foil is $34.11. That's going to cost you some big bucks, but it's an older school foil. Don't forget, old foils are worth a lot of money. And €1.15 to get you that card. The formats playable are Legacy, Commander, and Vintage. It overall saw an increase of 104.33%. That is a massive increase for this card, and it's drawing lots of eyeballs because the sales are really high on this one. And I'll be honest, I never knew this card existed until it caught my eyes on some of my sheets. So way to go, Gravestorm. You made it here. I don't know what to say. I didn't know you existed, and now I do, so congratulations. Our next card up is Tiago from Revised Edition. This card can be found for $390 Canadian, moderately played locally. The average is $4.49 US. The market is $425.36 US. It's €243.98 to get you that card. It's Commander, Vintage, and Legacy, of course, but an overall increase of 6.29%, and the sales are steady, which means it's not selling like multiple copies every day, but it's selling a few copies every couple of days, which is definitely keeping it up there. Way to go. I mean, it's a dual land, guys. What are you going to say? It's an amazing card to have. If you don't have one, get some cards traded in, pick up at least one of each dual land. You will never regret it, in my opinion. All right, guys, our next card up is Ring of the Immortals. Makes it sound like a movie, doesn't it? This card comes in at $95 Canadian lightly played. The average is $83.47. The market has it at $65.96, €71.57 to get you that card. Formats are Commander, Legacy, and Vintage. An overall increase of 7.72%. The sales are slow. Now, I actually tried to use this card back in the day in Legends. I remember trading for it. I thought I could just counter everyone's spells and make it work, but it was 5 to get out. It was hard for me to get this card out and make it playable before the merfolks came and got me, before the elves overran me, or back then even thralls could take me out before I seemed to be able to make this card work for me. So although I love the artwork, I like the card itself, it's just, it costs a little too much, so I can see why people want it for collections, but I'm not exactly sure why it's having a real rise in price right now, other than the fact it's a little bit harder to come by. Way to go, Ring of the Immortals. Legends cards, what can you say? All right, our next card up is the Pixie Queen from Legends at $150 Canadian lightly played. The average is $159.97 US. The market has it at $127.34 US. And of course, it is €102.48 to get you that card. I love it. Pixies, fairies, we love this stuff. Formats playable are Commander, Legacy, and Vintage. The sales are slow on these cards, okay? Again, you're talking older school Legends cards. Commander card kind of playable format. I'm not really going to see this in Legacy and Vintage, at least I haven't yet. And it has a loss this week of 5.87%, so it's lost a few bucks. But that's not bad for people trying to get their hands on some of these older school cards. So keep falling for all I care, because I don't own you yet. I would love to get a copy of the Pixie Queen. Our next card up is Pyramids from Arabian Nights. This card comes in at $200 Canadian moderately played. The average is $417.97. The market has it at $219.83 US and €150.03 to get you that card. Formats are Commander. I can't speak today. What's going on? The tongue got twisted. Formats playable are Commander, Vintage, and Legacy. That's what you get, Moxman. But look at the loss. A 22.01% loss. This card has lost some serious value in the last little while. The sales are slow on the card, but there are people like myself who don't own this card yet for my Arabian Nights collection. It is something I personally want to get my hands on. So if it falls a little bit cheaper, I'm going to be grabbing myself a copy. I can't help myself. It's got to go in my collection because I don't have one, and I am trying to finish off an Arabian Nights complete set. So way to go, Pyramids. Keep falling. Make yourself affordable for the Moxman. Our next card up is Emery, Lurker of the Loch. Now, a lot of you guys know my earlier videos, I was very bullish on this card. I really do like it. I still think because of its quirky ability, it's going to see play later on. I like that it's falling a little bit in price to make it more affordable for people. But I got it really cheap when it first came out, so it's actually risen since I last actually looked at this card. $10 Canadian for a near mint quality copy. The average is $11.95 US. The market has it at $10.87 US. A foil will run you 85 bucks. That's some serious money for a foil from Eldraine, so keep that in mind. And €10.25 to get you that card. Lots of formats playable. That's going to be Commander, Modern, Legacy, Pioneer, and Vintage. But it's lost some money this week at 10.82%. So we're almost losing 11% off the price, which is good for people who might want to get a copy of this card. And let's face it, Throne of Eldraine is now long since gone. The box are slowly dwindling, and before you know it, the box will be 300 bucks and we'll be wondering what happened and why the prices are so high. But the sales on this card are high. They're drawing a lot of eyeballs to it. So keep an eye. If this is a card you want, this might be your time to grab it. Our next card up is going to be the Flying Carpet from Arabian Nights. Now, it's been reprinted a lot. It's not a reserve list card, but for those people who want to get this card for their Arabian Nights collections, like myself, $65 Canadian for a moderately played copy. The average is $74.21. The market has it at $77.11. €39.29 to get you that card. Formats playable are Commander, Legacy, Vintage, and Modern because, of course, it has been reprinted. Now, we used to use this card, by the way, to give another creature flying and then kill it. So we purposely would give other creatures flying, which was kind of cool. It's a loss of 7.18% this week. Sales are slow on the card. It's mainly collectors who seek out these original copies in any decent condition. So again, a little bit of a loss, but Arabian Nights seems to be on a bit of a dip right now for some of the prices. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next card today. And that is going to be Abu Jafar. Arabian Nights getting slaughtered this week with a loss of 46.67%. This card comes in at $45 Canadian, moderately played. The average is $40. The market has it at $87.26 and €62.20 to get you that card. The formats are Commander, Vintage, and Legacy. Sales are really slow. Like, I had to look hard to find a sale on this guy right now. It is great to see him falling. The prices are not really falling in comparison for any decent quality copies. But if you're looking for this card for a collection, you want to have an old school Arabian Nights card, this is probably a good time to be looking at some Arabian Nights cards because the prices are across the board kind of slipping. Great chance for people to come in there and swoop up some old cards just to have something to look at. Good conversation topic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last card today. This is Thrall Champion from Fallen Empires, one of the cards we called out on this channel as a buy card. Now, it comes in $11 Canadian for a near mint copy. The average is $10.24 US. The market's $8.71 US and €3.21 to get that card. It has seen an overall increase since last week of 18.38%. The formats are Commander, Vintage, and Legacy, and the sales are really high. Definitely expect to see this guy in my top 10 reserve list cards this week. He has seen a lot of sales. Congratulations. Thrall Champion, Team Thrall, for all we know, Dominaria United. We might see this happen. We might see Thralls come back and invade all of Dominaria. Wouldn't that be so cool? All right, let's recap this. Toward the end of the year, when you think of Magic the Gathering, I almost always see a softening of the market at this time of year. There's a lot of other financial obligations people have right now that tie up their money, and that leads them to sell a couple of cards off to make a few bucks. When they do this, and it happens, if more than one person is selling off that same card, we do see a race to the bottom. They want to get their money in, get their sales solidified, and move on to whatever they had to do with that money. So when you see a lot of Arabian Nights cards softening, these could be people who had positions in the card. They've decided to sell some off. When you have other cards, you have a glut of them or too many, that's when we also see a race to the bottom. Too many hitting the market at the same time is great for the buyer, not so great for the seller. It's a very interesting time at the end of the year. Always look for those great deals. You might be able to grab something that you never dreamed you could have before. I hope everyone enjoyed the video today. I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Have a great one. Enjoy the weather. Here in Canada, it's not bad. A little cloudy, but not too bad. The holidays are here. Let's enjoy it with friends and family. And hey, let's play some Magic. And of course, a big shout out to each and every one of my amazing patrons out there who make this channel possible. Patrons rock! Can't wait to see you guys in January when we start our giveaways again. Don't forget to use my TCG link if you want to save me a few bucks on purchases. Awesome, everyone! That's right. Eating some licorice at the end of the video for a job well done. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I like red vines. I like when they go stale. Kind of hard. I don't know. It's like as I was a kid. Get a little bit good ones. Not too bad. At this point, this video is tomorrow, which is Thursday. Which means right now, after what this filming is happening, I'm getting ready to get ready for the live stream. It's going to be so cool, man. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I really do. That's the thing. I really do hope you guys are having a great day today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm eating this licorice. Can't help myself.